The world of online entertainment can be a fickle beast. One minute you're riding high, a viral sensation raking in millions of views. The next, you're gone, erased from the digital landscape, your name synonymous with scandal. That's the brutal reality of Ava Kris Tyson, former mainstay of the MrBeast empire, is facing. Allegations of grooming have cast a long shadow over her career.
The whispers started online. Accusations of inappropriate relationships with minors, screenshots of conversations, denials. Then, the swift and inevitable fall from grace.
Welcome to First Now News, week of highlights for news and entertainment. We hope you're doing good today. Now, let's get you updated. Tyson's departure from the MrBeast channel sent shockwaves through the online community. Tyson wasn't just some minor player. She was a fixture, a familiar face in the world of outrageous stunts and philanthropic giveaways. The allegations against her, however, were impossible to ignore. Grooming, a word that evokes disgust and revulsion, became irrevocably linked to her name. The court of public opinion wasted no time in delivering its verdict.
The details, as they often do in these situations, are messy and contested. Tyson has denied the allegations, claiming words were twisted and intentions misconstrued, but the damage, it seems, is done.
Her association with MrBeast, once a badge of honor in the online world, has become a liability. The man himself, Jimmy Donaldson, aka MrBeast, moved quickly to distance himself and his brand from the controversy. This scandal is about more than just one person's alleged transgressions. It's a stark reminder of the power dynamics that exist, the blurred lines between fandom and exploitation, and the speed at which reputations can be built up and torn down in the digital age. Sonia Massey, say her name! Remember her story, because her tragic death is a stark reminder of the systemic issues that continue to plague our nation. Shot and killed in a case that has ignited outrage and reignited the debate over police brutality and racial injustice.
The details are still emerging, shrouded in the all-too-familiar fog of conflicting accounts and official silence. What we do know, given this, another Black life has been lost. Another family left shattered. Another community left demanding answers.
The calls for justice are deafening, echoing the pain and frustration of countless others who have been failed by a system that seems designed to protect the powerful at the expense of the vulnerable. Unfortunately, the killing of Sonia Massey is not an isolated incident. It's a symptom of a deeper sickness, a systemic rot that has infected law enforcement and the justice system for far too long.
It's a stark reminder that for all our talk of progress and equality, we still have a long way to go before we can truly call ourselves a just and equitable society.
The hashtag #Justice for Sonia Massey is more than just a social media trend. It's a rallying cry, a demand for accountability, a plea for change. It's a reminder that we cannot and must not allow ourselves to become numb to the epidemic of violence that continues to plague communities. We must demand better. We must do better. We owe it to Sonia Massey and to all the others whose lives have been cut short by a system that has failed us. The news hit like a thunderbolt, and believe assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. Details were scarce, but the implications were seismic. The nation waited, caught between disbelief and a grim sense of inevitability. This is America in 2024, a country riven by division, where political violence is no longer unthinkable, but a terrifying possibility. What appeared as an attempt on Trump's life, regardless of one's political affiliation, is a stain on the fabric of American democracy. This, a stark reminder of the fragility of our institutions, the volatility of our political climate, and the very real dangers posed by extremism and political violence. In the immediate aftermath, the nation was awash in speculation. Who was responsible? What were their motives? And perhaps most importantly, what did this mean for the future of American politics? The answers, as they often do, are complex and unsettling. This event will be seen as a watershed moment in American history. It's a stark reminder that the words we use, the divisions we sow, and the hatred we nurture have real-world consequences. It's a call to action for all Americans, regardless of political persuasion, to reject violence, embrace civility, and work together to heal the wounds that divide us. The alternative is unthinkable. The Klieg lights were blinding, cameras flashed. A hushed silence fell over the chamber as Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheetle took her seat. The assassination attempt on former President Trump had thrust her into the center of a political firestorm. Congress demanded answers.
The grilling was relentless. Lawmakers, their voices a mixture of anger, frustration, and barely concealed fear, peppered Cheetle with questions. How could this happen? What went wrong? And most importantly, how could they be sure it wouldn't happen again?
Cheetle, her face etched with fatigue and the weight of responsibility, was there to provide them. She spoke of systemic failures, of intelligence gaps, of the ever-evolving threat landscape. But her words, however carefully chosen, did little to quell the growing sense of unease.
The congressional hearing was more than just a fact-finding mission. It was a public reckoning, a moment for the nation to confront its demons and grapple with the uncomfortable truths that the assassination attempt had laid bare.
The security of the nation, it seemed, was hanging by a thread then. She resigned. The words hung in the air, heavy with implication.
The bullet didn't stop at Trump. An assassination attempt on a former president was an assault on American democracy itself.
FBI Director Christopher Wray, his face a mask of grim determination, didn't mince words. It was a stark reminder that the forces of extremism, of violence, of chaos were not content to operate in the shadows. They were growing bolder, more brazen, more dangerous.
Wray's statement was more than just a warning. It was a call to action. The FBI was working tirelessly to bring the perpetrators to justice. But this was not a battle that law enforcement could win alone. It required a collective effort, a united front against the forces of hate and division that threatened to tear the nation apart.
The investigation, Wray said, was ongoing, saying some question whether Trump was struck by a bullet or shrapnel. They were following every lead, turning over every stone. But the threat, he warned, remained real. The nation was at a crossroads, a pivotal moment in its history. Tell us what you think about this week's First Now Newsweek in News and Entertainment highlights. We'd love to hear what you think. Subscribe to First Now News and click all on the notification bell to get all the latest updates. The choices made in the days and weeks ahead would determine whether America succumbed to the darkness or emerged from crisis stronger and more united. Thanks for watching, and we love seeing you here on the channel. See you soon, and take care of yourselves.